Hey guys, welcome to my channel that I'm going to try to start doing. My name's Joe Boyll. I run a modlite, and basically I'm starting this channel to just try to, I don't know, just for fun, to be honest. Maybe see if it can progress into something bigger or better. But we run in a division called modlites. There is a couple of places out there that does, or people that do channels and stuff pertaining to mod lights, not really an actual in-depth on what all it takes to run a mod light. Because in my personal opinion, if you're low income or don't have the biggest budget in the world like myself, main reason for that is because we have 6 kids, so that gets kind of a little bit expensive to race and have 6 kids and give the things that they want while not taking away from them. So I don't know, figured why not start this journey so that way everyone can actually see what all I do personally to run a car, and quite possibly run 2 cars for next year, for 2025. I'm sorry, it's January 6th, January 7th, and quite possibly could be running 2 cars for next year with my 17-year-old son running the second car. So basically, tonight, I got started with preparations for speed weeks down in Florida. I believe Sunday, January 26th, we will be practicing at Needmore Speedway for the opening night with the Hunt the Front series, and then that will be practice, and then Monday and Tuesday will be full-blown racing for that first week. Then we're off until Monday of the following week. And then if everything goes good from Needmore, then we will be heading down to Ocala. Practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then turn around Thursday and pull another 3.5 hours south and go to Henry County Speedway for the Sugar Bowl. Thursday will be practice. Friday, Saturday will be racing. So just a little bit of an insight on what's been going on. I do have other videos that I will eventually post. But because I started it the weekend before Thanksgiving. I want to say it's the 23rd or the 21st. 21st or 22nd, we went down to Smoky Mountain Speedway in Tennessee. And unfortunately, we ended up blowing a motor down there while qualifying. So, let's see if I can get a close-up there. Yep, nope. But, see... There it is. I don't know if you can see it right below the header. This is number 2. But there's a hole with a rod sticking out. So, as of right now, I'm doing this with my phone. So if I'm going in and out, I'm sorry. It's not that I'm trying to. Right after that blew, the wife and I decided that maybe it's just time to... It was close to Christmas. Like I said, we're low income. Not low income, but we're... Budget's not as big as it should be. So, we decided to hold off. While we were holding off, I decided to go ahead and tear this motor apart. This motor started losing power in July. And I pulled it. And then I had that motor that just blew up down at Smoky Mountain blow up. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to try building these things by myself. So I had the wife get online, get me a couple repair manuals, and we're going to give this thing a shot. Now, unfortunately, with this, I'm trying to get it. Here's one of the pistons that came out of that motor. It's not supposed to look like that, obviously. This is more along the lines of what they're supposed to look like. So, this was the worst one. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. So, looks like it melted it a little bit. So, going to have to replace some pistons. Crank looks good. Transmission and everything look good. It looks chaotic, but I know where everything goes. So, there we go. There's a good picture right there. So, not a whole lot of people know this, but these are aluminum blocks, obviously, because there's light. There's a rod that came out that I pulled out by hand. It's not supposed to look like that, but it does. Anyway, these engines get a nickel coat on them. And so that needs to be sent off. That needs to be sent off and re-nickel coated. So that's what we're in the process of doing. It's a $1,000 process to do it. There's only 2 places in the United States that does it. So we decided to hold off and hoping that this motor, we picked this up earlier this week right before all the snow hit down south in Missouri. And this one is going to go in there and hopefully will get us through speed weeks. So I've got roughly 3 weeks to get this done. Because like I said, so I went on ahead and started tearing this thing apart, got it jacked up and everything. Tomorrow I will come in when I get off work and I will start tearing this thing apart. We do have a GoPro. I'm still learning how to edit things, but we will do the best that we can and everything to get videos out as soon as possible, because I really would like to start doing this channel. It's been something that's been on my mind for a couple years. Obviously, you got some Hunt the Front guys, old Number 7, Chase Holland, and stuff like that. And I've noticed that as they do their stuff, that their budget's got a little bit bigger. So I figured, why not get a small piece of the pie, if it's possible. So, but anyway, that's kind of a welcome to my channel thing. We don't have a name for this yet. Still working on a name, like I said, because this is my boy's car. Some people might recognize it if you're from the modlite community. But this one's got an 08 through 10 ZX in it, whereas that is a 07, 08 Gixxer. Sorry, I do smoke. I know that could up my budget a little bit if I quit, but you know, everybody's got their bad habits. I just have to. So, basically, hopefully, this is the start of something that's going to be fantastic, I'm hoping. Kind of been working the bugs out in this car. This will be the second full season in it. I've got a season and a half in this car. And there toward the end, with the help of Superior Race Cars and Hubbard Racing, we were able to get some major bugs. So, along with this, we were able to get some different some shocks revalved. I don't have quite the info on it or not. See, there's the picture of that old car that's sitting over there that my boy will be driving. So, but this is just a walkthrough on a talk on exactly what this channel is going to be about. So I will definitely be making more videos to walk along or show through, maybe some how-tos, I don't know. But I'm a firm believer in this class. The most expensive part about this class is getting started, unfortunately, because when you're in a class that claims to be low budget and then you start hearing the price tags of what a turnkey operation cost, you're usually like, well, that's not that turnkey, or that's not that cheap. But on a serious budget, on a serious note, though, it really is, because if you do your preventative maintenance right, there isn't much to it. If you do your preventative maintenance, just like anything else, it'll continue to run. Tires, in my opinion, as long as you're using the right compound for the right track conditions, they'll last you nights. I'm a little cheap, so if I got a tire that the edges are worn off, I'm not afraid to take a grooving iron to them and re-groove them to make sharper edges. So, matter of fact, here I'll show you. This one here is starting to get a little low on tread, but you can see where I've grooved it 2 or 3 times. Matter of fact, right there, got a little deep on it, but the edges are still there. So we continue to run it. And honestly, with the tracks that we're going to, with the sandy, with the sandy surface, to me, I would think that you either want to, 1, sipe, or 2, you want to leave as much tread on there as possible. Because if you take tread out, my personal belief is that if you take tread out, then that's less contact patch making the surface. So, the clay tracks, yeah, I can understand grooving, because when that stuff is slimy, there's nothing really to grip to, even when it's tacky. You know, you need something to be able to catch that dirt and stuff as you're going through the corners. So, I would really like to take everyone along on this journey. I will do as much as I can. Try to get out a video a week. May go a little longer, depending on how long it takes for me to edit. I'm in my garage right now by myself, so it may take me a minute when I start racing to get the courage up and be comfortable with giving at the track updates and things of that nature. And me, it kind of looks funny with people sitting there with the camera and talking to it and nobody talking back and things of that nature, and I just haven't been able to get to that part of it. But I do have about 3 or 4 race nights that need to be edited, so that stuff will be coming out. But I mainly wanted to start this video and see if we can get this ball rolling. I do know that not all the plans for 2025 came into fruition. Happen, I guess, is the easiest way to put it, because we were initially planning on a new body, new wrap for this year, along with some geometry changes to the car. But when the motor blew, that kind of hurt us. So the money that we took to do that stuff, we ended up having to put toward an engine. We ended up getting us a sponsor that will kick in, and we'll learn more about that as the speed weeks get closer. But I do want to give a shout out to this woman right here. Yes, it's my wife. But if it wasn't for my wife, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. 2 or 3 years ago, she ventured out and started putting some money in herself and got the notary business and did a few other things to where she can make some money. And it has upped our program a lot. On a serious note, I usually am one of them guys that I buy everybody else's junk tires and will just groove them, sipe them, whatever I need to make them feel good. And with that being the case, with her coming aboard and starting to get money start rolling in a little bit, we didn't have to do that as much, and we were able to buy new rubber. There was a race that we went to down in Florida, that Henry actually, that I made no changes to the car. And the only thing that I did was bolt on right side rubber. And I didn't notice any changing in my driving. Not saying that it didn't happen, and this may not be the key to it, but we bolted on new rubber and we ended up going about 3/4 tenths quicker with the new rubber on it. So once that started getting, then I started throwing out and cycling out some of these older dry rotted tires that we will probably end up giving them to the boy. I would like him to get started on. He's already getting started in a nicer piece, because actually this one here, yes, Mountain Dew cans, cigarette butts. Anybody that knows me, that's me. But this is actually my second car that I ever had. Dwarf car. They put these pieces of square stock on it and hung a modlite body on it. Believe it or not, or luckily when I first started, I was able to fit in there. So, this was the car that we ran for about 3 years. And then we got that one there. I ran it for another 4 years, possibly 5 years. Just fixing it. One year I went through and it had this style front end on it. Went through, changed everything to mono ball. Brand new, everything. And we were able to go out and win quite a few races with it. So, that's one thing that I would like to say is that although I'm not much when I go out of state, I can't honestly say that I know a lot of race car drivers that go their entire careers, 20, 30 years, and not win a single race. And I can say that I've been blessed to win 8 or 9 races through my career. Last year we didn't win a single race, won a couple of heat races, but didn't win any races. So we're hoping to change that. I mean, we took this car here, and after a couple months, we were able to get our first win with it. So I would like to take everyone along for the journey and get this shindig started. I promise that me and the boy, my wife, will sit down and we'll see if we can figure out something. A catchy name of some sort. Edit videos. So if you would, just bear with me. And we'll start making this trim proper. But right now, I just wanted to get my video out there and let you guys know that hopefully there should be more, if not on a daily basis, if at least on a weekly basis. So, it is 11 o'clock at night, and the only thing I got done so far is this here. it's up in the air. And hopefully we will check in with you guys periodically. Or I'll just set up a GoPro and I will set up a GoPro and we will just put you on time lapse and every once in a while catch up with it. But that is the stuff happening out in the shop. So, thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't say that I'm anything fancy yet. Can't say that I'm going to be fancy. And there will be some corner cutting, but it will be done right. We might cut some corners here and there on things, but we won't do it if I don't feel positive in it, then I don't hit the track in it. So thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And let's try this journey, or let's go on this journey with me. So, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I think that stuff helps, so I've been told. And we'll get this thing figured out. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.